Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, with me as Artosis. We are halfway through today's games, but I am even more excited to do this half of these games. We got Liquid Red.
Yes,
we do. Of TeamLiquid.net. Oh, my God.
I'm so excited.
I cannot wait. A good friend of both Artosis and me.
Yeah.
This is the second time to come to Korea as a professional gamer. He did it once in Starcraft 1. Now he's here again for Starcraft 2. Yeah. First time with the Eastro team. And now here with
Team Liquid.
Team Liquid, of course.
Yeah. What can we say about Rhett, man?
There's lots of stuff we could say.
Awesome.
He's really solid. This guy's a really ambitious guy. He actually used to be quite overweight. He's now lost like 100 pounds or something insane like that and quit smoking. So he's definitely got his act together.
He does.
I totally respect this guy. This guy's actually awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good friend of ours, too.
For anyone, so,
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, in StarCraft 1, what really held him back is he just kept quitting. He said, there's not enough tournaments, there's not enough prizes to keep me motivated. This was outside of Korea. So then he finally came to Korea. That didn't end up working out. But the guy, he's completely talented, and now he's finally working really hard. He didn't play a whole lot during the beta, didn't play a whole lot when the game came out, but he is actually playing fully now. So we are going to see what a truly talented non-Korean player can actually do in a situation like this.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think Rhett and Idra, probably the two best non-Koreans in Korea right now. Oh, they were all very good.
No, they're all very good. I mean, Jinro has made leaps and bounds. Huck is amazing.
God,
Hey Pro is just another Rhett.
Yeah.
He hit that bit-by-bit prime guy, and we saw that.
We saw that apparently he's very tough.
Cheese is pretty good.
Let's take a look at our players now. We're in a minute here. We're going to have both Rhett and the best for you. The best in FOU as well.
Yeah.
Does not actually believe he is the best,
player,
but that's his ID.
Very good player. Took out any Pro Prime 2-0. Of course, there's Yos. Liquid Rhett from TeamLiquid.net. The little app factory sponsoring those guys. A great sponsor. The best sponsor that I have seen in StarCraft 2 thus far. Those guys
they got started really early on. So, support their sponsors as well.
Yeah, the little app factory. Well, Rhett, he's a monstrous macro Zerg. He's going to have his work cut out for him, though. FOU is wildly good. The best, of course, as we saw in his interview, not even top 3 in FOU. Doesn't consider himself. May that be his modesty?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Some of these Korean pro gamers are so modest in interviews. I want some straight up trash talk.
I know, man. Well, that's why we're friends with Hydra.
That's right. Now, it is another ZDT here. And, we've seen a lot of Marine SCB rushes.
Look how pumped up Red is, man.
I know.
He's actually
bobbing, looks like he's sitting on a bouncy ball or something now.
A yoga ball.
Like he's actuing to
doing
he's like actually got a bicycle pump in his hands. He's actually pumping up a bicycle tire right now.
God.
And
he's going down train tracks on one of those old things with a Wile E. Coyote and stuff.
So Red's definitely getting himself in the zone. Let's take a look at the map lineup. It's going to be Metalopolis, Steppes of War, and Jungle Basin.
All right, well, Metalopolis is going to be a must-win for Rhett because Steppes of War, we've beaten this one to death with the stick because all the Zergs keep getting it. It's not a good map for Zerg versus Terran. We'll have to see what he has planned out there. Jungle Basin, we've seen some amazing Zergs play amazingly there, but they have all lost. So I don't know if we've seen a Zerg versus Terran win on that map yet, Taste. I'm not very sure.
I'm not sure. Here we have Liquid is here to bring the retribution. Ooh. Very exciting. I'm sure there are many members from the international scene watching specifically just this round.
Yeah.
So welcome. If you guys don't watch much GSL, thank you for joining us. It's a real pleasure to be commentating these games for you. And if you have friends that do want to see these games but can't, I would implore you to recommend the premium service to them. It's obviously not free, but for the amount of money you're spending based off the amount of hours of footage, it's much cheaper than getting like a DVD or anything else. I mean, it's actually quite good. And that money does go to improve the stream.
That's right. Support esports.
That all goes directly to it. You support esports.
Yeah.
Support StarCraft 2.
I would definitely buy one if I didn't get it for free.
I get it for free.
Not that I watch a whole lot because I commentate them all already.
Yeah.
I kind of remember the games a lot better that way anyways. But, yeah. Check it out.
Definitely check it out. Please do encourage your friends. And we are improving the stream every season here to get it better and better for you guys. We realize there are people from all over the world. Literally, I met people from place I had no idea even had a Starcraft following, tuning in and stuff. So we want to make sure it's good for you guys too. But enough about that stuff. On to this game is EVT. Let's get ready. Sony Ericsson. All right. We are going to get started now. Down here in the far left, we have the member from the TeamLiquid.net, the largest Starcraft site in the world, minus that one big Chinese site.
Two big Chinese sites.
It's two big Chinese sites.
Yeah, sorry. We should have basically any Chinese game site that covers Starcraft is bigger because it's China.
Turns out they got a lot of people in China. Now over here in the far right, we have
TheBest for you.
Again, another FOU member. We've seen a lot of FOU members here into the round of 32, and they are all playing very, very impressively.
Yeah. I can't wait to see more of the FOUs play. They play so strong, so solid. Great players from StarCraft 1. Really showing us, how like StarCraft 1 this game truly is.
Yeah, as we've seen, this game has pretty much been dominated by StarCraft 1. Pro gamers, once we hit about season 3, then you get Moon. Could get pretty far in this.
I'm excited to see how far he gets, Stasis.
Yeah. Moon. I am a Moon fan.
Who isn't?
Such a nice guy.
He is.
Now,
I disagree with everything you said.
I know.
Stasis.
You're tasteless. You're just my yes man.
Yep.
Okay, here comes the drone. Hatchery on 15.
Now, Rhett isn't technically Korean, but he is also one of the most economy-hungry humans on the Earth. He loves to get a good economy, and oftentimes will take small risks to get that.
Yeah.
Now, he is going to go ahead and hatchery first, and ever since it's cross positions, he's probably going to be pretty fine with it.
Yeah, this is definitely the best possible position to be Zerging against Terran. You are so far away from your opponent.
Yeah.
You also have these two massive hallways.
Yeah,
you can counterattack in.
These spots will make any Zerg feel very confident in his chances. You don't really get a much better position than this on any map. Our Terran player looks like he's going to go one barracks expansion, by the way.
I think it's pretty good in this spot.
Oh, definitely. I like the build overall. It's very safe, even.
By the way, cheers to our Korean viewers. We do know many of you guys are tuning in to learn English.
That's right.
That's true. So welcome. The word you're supposed to learn today is baller. Use it in a sentence 3 times a day. A cool and successful person. Baller.
There you go.
All right, now back to the
Here's a sentence for them. Tasteless is a baller.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Artosis. I'm all red-faced now. I'm all blushing. Terran going to expand here. Now, the big question is, how many barracks will he throw up? Will he tech right away? Oh, he's going to tech right away.
I believe what we will see here is direct tech to siege tank tech. That'll make him completely safe. He'll have plenty of time in there to stop mutas, but the scary thing is a high economy baneling harassment. You make a lot of banelings, a lot of speedlings after having a ton of drones, and that's really, really good against fast expansions from Terran. So, quick couple siege tanks in siege mode will put a complete end to that. So, that's my case for why I think that this will be a fast siege tank.
Well, fast siege tank doesn't hurt. If you get a lot of siege tanks in big numbers, you're going to take out so many banelings.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets to the point in time where Zerg can almost not engage you unless they have a completely opposite tech. Like Broodlords or something like that.
Yeah, it gets hard to engage when there's a lot of siege tanks, but you have to balance it with your anti-air right, or as we saw last set with Fruit Dealer on Steps of War, the Mutalisks will take you out.
Scouting SCD here. Meanwhile, Terran getting a factory, and a second factory. We're going to see mech.
We may see mech.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
If you guys aren't familiar with mech, that's when a Terran actually goes for almost completely mechanical units.
Yeah.
Not biological like Marines and Marauders, but generally obviously they're all in machines. They're all piloted, or they're all humans piloting machines, but we refer to that as Hellions. siege tanks, stuff like that.
Yeah. There is a possibility we will see mech into Bionic.
Yeah, that'd be quite good as well.
Something that we have seen from Nada. It's very safe. You basically cannot die early, and then you hit a timing push with, you have a lot of mech there, but you're switching over to Bionic, and you try to hit them before they do something like Broodlords or Ultras. So that's a possibility, but definitely we could see mech here as well. We do have Blue Flame being researched.
Yeah, I saw that. Blue Flame Hellions, that's going to be pretty tough to deal with.
Blue Flame,
Rhett's creep spread very nice. Zerg units do move faster on the creep.
Yeah, Rhett's actually got the best way to creep spread I've ever seen, because normally your tumors are all going down at different times. He just lets them sync up and just has this action in there, similar to going around in larva injecting, where he goes ahead and just does them all at once.
Being able to handle priority management is so important. Now, he spots the factory. He's going to see the second
three factories. That's going to give him all the information he needs. We're probably going to see him go Roach. He might go Mutalisk anyways, but Roach is definitely going to be part of the plan. There you go, the Roach one going down. The Spire is still building. He's not going to cancel it. The Spire, just light harassment perhaps, and tech into Broodlords, that's definitely a possibility, but the Roach is going to be very important here. Now, Tasus, this is very scary. We do have Hellions coming over, and these Hellions have Blue Flame, so watch out.
Meanwhile, a counterattack over here by the Lings. Taking out one Hellion, but over here.
Oh, Tasus, this is not good. Rhett has droned so hard, he has nothing to block this with.
If this attack doesn't have damage, it's going to put Rhett in the hole.
It's going to do so much damage. Look at this. Oh, so many drones dying.
Oh, my God. He's taking out so many drones right now. Drones spread out pretty nicely, but...
As I was saying earlier, Rhett loves his economy and sometimes takes risks to get it up. He just has no units to deal with these blue Hellions. Should have some roaches popping out pretty quickly here. And still has a lot of drones. That's one thing. He actually blocked that reasonably well, considering.
It does look like we have more Hellions moving out now. Phase 2 of this attack, 4 more Hellions. And Hellions not particularly good against Roaches.
No.
To engage them one-on-one.
And these still going to get some kills.
Nice
Not all
job.
out, though. 4 Hellions for 2 drones. Rhett's going to be happy with that. So Rhett right now, looking good still. His economy was such that even though he lost a lot of drones, he was able to re-drone very quickly between having multiple queens, 3 hatcheries, and a lot of banked money as he's waiting for Mutalisks.
You see a Thor out now for anti-air. Rhett is still looking pretty good economically.
Oh, absolutely. He's drone up like a madman. He's got 59 drones right now against 45 SCVs. And, our Terran player, TheBest is going to have to take another base. I'm wondering what he's waiting on exactly here.
I'm kind of curious. Same thing that you just said is, he does need to get another base. He may try to get the gold base. That's going to be bad if Rhett can go for Broodlords.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to hold against that.
Yeah, this base would be safe. You're expanding here, or here. That would just be risky. You're basing it off your opponent not finding you. Sometimes big risks like that can pay off in big rewards, though.
That's right.
Look at this map. Look how much creep is all over the map.
I know. Rhett is, as I was saying,
creep.
An amazing... Oh, holy creep. You're so cute.
Thank you.
He's an amazing creep spreader. The way he does it is the way every Zerg is eventually going to end up doing it.
I think you're right.
Just get them in rows and just add it into your functions. Just like injecting larva. Have a time where you creep spread. Just put it right in there.
Well, we're still waiting to see what exactly the Terran is going to do. Siege tanks and a Thor. However, if you look, the supply difference here, Rhett's actually 20 supply ahead.
That's kind of standard as he is going mech.
Right.
The thing with mech is it takes a while to build up the mech army. You can't lose it. It's super powerful when you get it, but as soon as you start losing, big chunks of it, then you're going to be completely overpowered by Zerg. But it almost looks like Rhett's going to do that anyways. Look at his Overlord spread. He's looking at absolutely everything, and he is just macroing like a madman.
He actually has... Let's actually take a look at Rhett's vision. Look down here on the mini-map. The only thing he doesn't see is the Terran's base.
Yeah.
He can actually see basically everywhere.
Rhett looking superb right now. It definitely looks like the best FOU is going to do an all-in timing push here as opposed to a more economy-based mechanic.
We don't see him getting a third base either, so he's going to bring the SCVs with it.
Now, we do have, from Rhett, we have drops coming as well as a Greater Spire. Both those are super useful against mech. Drops can abuse the immobility. Of course, Greater Spire, Broodlord's own mech. You have to have a lot of Vikings with it.
He scans, Siege is up. Rhett will probably back up now. It's going to slow down the army.
Yep. You got to, play this little game where you keep running forward and backward with it.
He might go around.
May he counterattack that?
I think he will. That could be risky.
Yeah, that is a really risky thing to do. Right now, Rhett is maxed out, and he is going to counterattack, but with Siege Tanks back there, this might not be the best choice.
Rhett's actually going to make a full circle here. I don't agree with this decision-making from Rhett.
Excuse me. Yeah, but here we go. A lot of Zerglings coming up, hitting that Siege Tank. One Siege Tank falling.
The Roach is getting pushed back. More Roaches coming over on this side. Here we go.
That's a lot of Roaches, and he is just going to sandwich him. And sandwich away. He does. We'll have to see.
I don't know if this is enough, though. These Roaches taking some heavy damage here.
That's right, but Rhett still has a lot of units being made. The SCV's doing a great job keeping the Thors alive. Still a lot of Siege Tanks left as well. But Broodlords are making Tasteless. That is the unit that you want.
Broodlords on the way. He's got to get these Broodlords out here.
Very slim timing.
Going to go down. It does get taken out.
And he's going to want to run up to the third base immediately. He might go for the main, though. Unfortunately, that's where the Broodlords are being made.
The Broodlords are out.
And once he sees these Broodlords, he may try to kill them, but oh no, he's stuck at the top of the ramp. It's not what he wants to do at all. He's in a bottleneck against these Broodlings, not letting him up the ramp. Go hit that third base. That is the only way you're going to be able to beat Rhett.
More Roaches over here intercepting reinforcements, but they will be picked up eventually. And oddly enough, our Terran players, you said, is actually trying. Oh, nice transfusion there with the Kreen on the Broodlords. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to kill the Broods right now. It's all about killing off his economy while reinforcing with Vikings. He's got to go and hit these extra bases. He is trying to take out a few Broods. He may get a few here.
Looks like he's going to get two.
Yeah, it's got that +1 attack, which helps out. But the Broodlords, they do have an armor, and Thors are made for killing Mutalisks, not Broodlords.
It looks like he's actually going to get yet another Broodlord. There's only 2 Broodlords left. That's certainly not as many as he would like to have. This expansion's still exposed.
Right now, our supplies are pretty close, Tasteless. We got 122 against 125. Of course, the Broodlord's going to be the most useful unit in this match. And he is just attacking Broodlings right now. He's got to be very specific about what he's targeting. But he waited too long, doesn't have enough to do any significant damage to this expansion. Oh, no.
He has so many siege
I don't know
tanks.
why he made all these siege tanks against Broodlords. He definitely should have stopped making siege tanks, thrown up a bunch of starports, and gotten Vikings, because that's the only way you're going to hold this army off.
Rhett has lost his base. He's trying to reclaim it. Terran is just not expanding. He's got a command center now, but this is quite late.
It's super late, and now Rhett, he doesn't have any drones at the top right base, but he does still have good mining capacity, has a lot of creep spread, so he's going to feel safe. He's going to see any attacks coming a mile away and be able to prepare for them. Yeah, still spreading his creep even in the late game.
Yeah, this is pretty nice. Continuing to consume the entire map.
And the Broodlords, Tasteless.
The Broodlords are
just so important here.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful with the Broodlords, too. You don't want to lose any of them. Each one is very precious.
Oh, they cost an arm and a leg, but once you have them out, Terran mech cannot do anything but die.
All right.
It's getting some Vikings. That's very important, but not a lot. We see just one Viking there. He needs a ton of Vikings to take these out, especially since Corruptors are joining the battle as well.
Overlord flies in there. Again with the Broodlords. And 2 tanks have been picked up now.
Turn around, attacking into those. But Corruptors are here. The Corruptors you're going to want to hit with the Thor fire.
And there's enough creep here that he actually can't land that command center.
Yep, not quite yet. Rhett right now getting his economy back online. He does have his drones going down to that Finnish expansion. At the same time, at the top right, He's got the drones mining gas. That's so he can get enough gas for his broodlords.
He's also expanding up here, taking up basically that entire side of the map with the exception of the gold base.
Rhett taking the map.
Now Terran has to get a planetary fortress ASAP.
Yeah,
but
man. Oh,
I don't know if this is going to work for him.
Ooh. Yeah, see, this is the problem, as you were saying, Tasis, with taking this gold base. It is so harassable by broodlords.
Yeah.
He does have a good amount of Vikings, but
I think he has some more corruptors.
Yeah, you got to use the Thors. This is a very complicated little dance. You kite with the Vikings, draw those in, kill them with the Thors.
We got a drop over here going towards the main of the Terran.
Oh, excellent move. Right now, our Terran player is really focusing on taking out the broodlords and corruptors, though.
Did lose one overlord full of roaches.
These roaches going to be very annoying to deal with. He's got to march back with what he has left.
Nice job here. Harassing these factories, forcing the Terran army to relocate. He has not turned that into a planetary fortress, which shocks me to no end.
Yeah, goodbye expansion. It was nice knowing you because the roaches have arrived.
Roaches are here, taking out SCVs. SCVs retreat. Because it was not a planetary fortress, it's an orbital, or no, it's just a straight-up command center. He can retreat.
You know, once you get to this max situation where we see Rhett is basically max constantly against Terran who's going mech, that is just bad. You just keep on throwing supply everywhere against him.
Right.
And you see a Terran player, he is going to go for another attack. He's got to be very careful about this. A ton of roaches filing in. Those Vikings aren't very good against roaches, so it looks like Rhett's going to clean this up and win this game.
GG, I do believe. GG. There it is. GG.
Rhett takes game 1 against the best Boyu.
Rhett's like, whoa, I'm a badass. Damn.
That he is.
Yost played, played very well in that series, or that game.
He did.
It's not over yet, though.
You know, our Terran player, though, if he was going to go for the 2-base all-in, he needs to know how to execute it just slightly better.
Yeah, I think so. He got that expansion. He should have gone up north and then attacked that other base.
Cleaned out all the bases.
Yeah.
He could have just cleaned it down to Rhett being on one base, and then Rhett loses.
Right.
So he hit the timing, just didn't do the right things with the units.
Well, that's, half the game. It's not just about knowing the build and the strategy, but it's about being able to execute it properly. And I 100% agree with you. He should not have gone for the main base.
Yeah.
Especially when he saw broodlords there, just walk away.
It was single file. He's trying to get up the ramp against broodlings, holding him. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If he had gone for the other bases, I think Rhett could have lost that game, definitely.
I think so.
But wasn't meant to be.
No,
Rhett
it was
took
not.
The match. Very well played by both.
Really? Quite well played.
We'll have to see, though. Steps of War. Can the best foe you come back?
If there's a map he's going to do it on, it's going to be this one. Steps of War is tough, ZBT, as we've said a million times over. I'm curious what Rhett's going to do. He's not known for being incredibly creative or risky or cheesy, so I don't know what he has planned if he's going to play a standard game. I think this is the one map, if I was a Zerg player against a Terran, I would not play a standard game on under any circumstance. We'll find out soon, though.
I'd definitely do something a little funky, but it is time, Tasis.
Let's get ready for game number 2, and let's see what happens. Let's go.